The Drive with Tim Donnelly here on 99.9 The Fan, now joined at ACC tip-off here in Charlotte by P.J. Hall, Clemson senior big man. P.J., appreciate you for stopping by our table here. Football struggling a little bit at Clemson. Is it time to make it a basketball school? Do you see the opening?
Man, hey, let's make it an everything school. I know Florida used to be talked about that. It's about to be Clemson in the next coming years. It sucks. I hate it for those guys. They worry day in, day out. I see it every day walking around school. I hear they have like 5 a.m. workouts some days. I'm like, good grief. They have so many guys. But it's tough. And I think that Clemson is a great environment when football is winning. And so it's definitely tough to see them struggling right now. But they'll figure it out. They got an incredible culture, great coach staff, great players, great dudes, and I think they'll be all right. But with that being said, there's some buzz around Clemson basketball, and with us having this good of a team this coming year, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting to see how it starts off. Normally, going into December and sometimes even in January, we're losing some fans because people are still focused on football. But tables might turn this year, and I'm excited.
With Hunter Tyson out, you guys kind of were near the top in a bunch of statistical categories. Is this your team now?
I obviously have stepped into a bigger leadership role, but what's up, coach? But it's we have a lot of guys that are going to step up and take some certain statistics. Obviously, Chase is going to be a primary ball handler and assist leader guy, but yeah, definitely I need to have a bigger role in the rebounding and scoring. Even though I was our primary scorer last year along with Hunter, that's something I'm going to have to attack this year. I mean, we obviously have Joe and Jack Clark as well and Chase, but there's going to be a calling for me to also handle that.
P.J. Hall, Clemson senior big man, joining us on 99.9 The Fan. You brought up Joe. I early in my career, I covered Joe Girard, incoming transfer in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the high school legend that Joe Girard was?
It's
weirdly like mythical.
No, it's funny. So like we play golf a lot. We play golf all the time. And I remember we were playing out one time. We're almost done with the round. We're on like 15 or 14. And he was like, started talking about football. And he was like, yeah, man, I had an offer to Penn State. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, like a dual offer. And he just like threw it out of the blue. And I was like, you had an offer to play basketball and football? And he was like, yeah, I was Mr. Football. And I was like, you were what? And he briefly explained it. I kind of brushed it off or he was brushing it off like it was no big deal. And I was sitting there like, this guy was actually like Johnny Football.
he state championship quarterback. He averaged, I wrote it down here, 48.6 points per game his senior year in basketball. 4,763 points in his career in high school.
That's crazy.
So he's literally like it's a weird Joe Girard myth, but I mean the stats.
I knew how good he was in basketball, but I thought you were about to bring up the football stuff. It's the basketball stuff speaks for itself. I mean, that guy was something else. I remember he's a year ahead of me, and I remember seeing him winning all that the Gatorade stuff, and I was like, geez, this guy's pretty good. And then I never realized I'd be a teammate with him.
Last one before we let you go. 3-point shooting. I looked up your stats, not just Girard's stats. 13% shooting the first year, 31% the next year, 40% your third year. Does that mean we're looking at like 48%, just following that trajectory?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. Like my freshman year, everyone was like, oh, your 3-ball got so much better. I was like,
it was like 2 for 15.
Yeah, I was like, not really. Like I just never had a rhythm. Like, I was a pretty good shooter in high school, but I definitely should be above the 40 mark. I was at like 46 my sophomore year, something around there. Then had the foot injury and stopped practicing. And so that was frustrating that dropped so low my sophomore year. But shooting's been a big part of my game, and me being healthy this year, playing more minutes, taking on a bigger role will definitely be an arsenal in my repertoire.
Nice word drop. We'll end it there. PJ, we appreciate you for joining us, and good luck this season.
Yep, appreciate it, man. Thank you.